Yo, what is good, family? My gamers and all my beautiful peeps out there. It's your boy Tom Ziri, and welcome back to episode 87 of the weekly patch notes here at X2 Skip. It's your boy, in love. With me, I've got Kid Kojo. What's good, fam?
I'm chilling, bro. How you doing?
Good, I'm good. Playing Warframe was dope. For those who don't know, about a month ago, which, we weren't aware. It's only until now, till I thought to come back to the game. Kill May on Warframe has been released. So, dope ass Warframe. If you are into Warframe, yeah, give it a look. But also just don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank you. And once again, we don't have Max with us. He will be gone for quite some time. He's got a new job, so big ups to him. So anyways, before we get started, Kojo, do you have any updates or?
No admin from me.
Okay. From my side, I know I promised you guys No Man's Sky in the last stream, but I decided to go for COD. But you can't hate on me for that because the kills I was getting were flipping dope. So it's going to be gone by the time this episode releases because we only keep VODs up for 7 days. So during the course of the week, if you missed out on the stream, you have until the next Sunday to check out the stream. But anyways, getting into it, gaming news. Kojo, do you have any gaming news?
Yeah, I have one thing. Remember, end of last year, Ubisoft made the controversial decision they said they were going to shut down The Crew. Now, for those who don't know, The Crew was Ubisoft's online-only racing game released in 2014, and the whole draw of it is that you could race across the entire United States from coast to coast. Obviously, it shrunk down. It's not a one-to-one scale. Yeah. So people were enamored by that. People were interested. They released trailers. I was actually interested in the game for a while. I never got to play it. They did give it away for free some years ago. So I am upset with this decision because I had the game and then they quietly removed it from everybody's library earlier this year. If you had the game, go to your Ubisoft. I know nobody uses Ubisoft Connect, nobody. But if you still do, go there, check and see. You will see that the game is grayed out. It's grayed out and you can no longer play it. It says you no longer own this game or something to that effect. And this caused widespread outrage. Everybody was upset. And to that effect, 2 players are now suing Ubisoft. Yep. They've decided that they're going to take matters into their own hands and they're going to sue Ubisoft because they delisted the game and they didn't even offer a way for people to play it offline. And the 2 players filing the lawsuit, they contend that the termination of access lessens the value of the product they purchase, and that they would have influenced the decision to pay full price for the game in the first place, which means that basically they're saying that if they knew this was going to happen, they wouldn't have bought the game in the first place. And yeah, we just have to wait and see where this lawsuit goes. But people were really upset. People felt like they were duped. It was just a mess. Tell me, you remember that whole situation?
I remember. I thought that they had already taken action against it, but I was wrong.
Yeah, so people were just like, it was one of those things where people were like, this sucks, but what can we do? But then these 2 players are like, nah, we're going to do something. And yeah, good on them. We'll see what happens.
Yeah, see how this goes. Cool, is that all, bro?
Oh yeah, that's it for my news.
Oh yeah. Me, not much. Recently played what's this game? Oh my god, I'm forgetting it now. We even spoke about it. Played Black Ops 6, so the campaign's been going pretty dope. I still don't like the fact that Adler's heavily into the game, but it's whatever. With regards to the campaign, you guys, I am still working on the video. I just want to finish the game one full run through and post a very long video with timestamps so that you guys can at least watch comfortably. Taking my time with the game though because anyways, TCG has a Pokemon TCG, the trading card game, the Pocket genetic app, where you can basically become your own trading card, collector, this and this, and selling them, buying them on the markets, the in-game markets. Yeah. Anyways, the Charizard, Pikachu, and Mewtwo cards, the exclusives, the very rare ones, are now out. So good luck to all of you hunting for those cards. I really wish there was like a real cash incentive to playing this, because I mean, I'm playing it and I keep telling myself I can just pretty much go buy the actual cards and get into this whole spiel. But it's just gonna look stupid, putting all that money on a piece of paper that I can just tear. Anyways, that's pretty much it for me as well. Moving on to Gaming Corner. Have there been any dope releases you've heard of, bro?
Again, like last week, it's been pretty dry, but I'll go through what I have. So first off, if you are a Tetris fan, we have Tetris Forever, released on PC, PS5, PS4, Xbox Series, Xbox One, Nintendo Switch. It is a compilation game released on November the 12th, 2024, currently sitting at an 85 on Metacritic. Next up, we have a game called The Rise of the Golden Idol. It's a detective adventure game, PC, PS5, PS4, Xbox Series, Xbox One, Nintendo Switch, November the 12th, 2024, currently sitting at an 84 on Metacritic. For all you farmers or would-be farmers out there, we have Farming Simulator 25, PC, PS5, Xbox Series, simulation game, November the 12th. Guess what its Metacritic score is, Tommy?
Dude, I've only played Farming Simulator 2022. It's so confusing. There's so many buttons and things to press. The last I played was 19. But anyways, I'm going to give it 82.
82? That's not bad. It's sitting at a 77.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah. Next up, we have a survival horror game called Sorry We're Closed, released on PC, November the 14th, 2024. Solid game, sitting at an 84 on Metacritic. Then we have a big one-ish. Tommy, you remember the Horizon series?
Yeah.
And remember they were making a Lego Horizon game?
Yeah. Is it?
Yep, this is it.
Okay.
Yep. Came out November the 14th. Action adventure game, PC, PS5, Nintendo Switch. And it's called Lego Horizon Adventures, if I didn't mention. Guess its Metacritic score, Tommy.
I'm seeing as just okay. I'm gonna give 78.
Okay, not bad. 71.
Jesus. Okay.
Yeah, people are saying there was no need for it to exist. It's fine, but it's not really a solid Horizon game or a Lego game. It's just okay, Yeah. And yeah, that's pretty much it for the releases of the week. And I don't really have much in the Gaming Corner side. What about you?
Nah, nothing on my side either. Besides, the release in Warframe. But yeah, anyways. Alright, so that brings us to the halfway section. If you're liking it so far, please do leave a like and subscribe. Moving on to the content creator news, don't have much on my side besides the fact that since Aiden Ross took his break or hiatus of from streaming, a lot of people have been asking when are you coming back to streaming? This and this and this. As we all know, Aiden Ross has been trying to get unbanned from Twitch since his ban last year. With the CEO of Twitch, what he promised was to try bring back a lot of banned creators through appeals. Aiden Ross was obviously one of them. So it hasn't been confirmed yet, but yesterday, which was November 14th, he had tweeted out to one of his comments that said, just please tell us when you're streaming. He said he doesn't know when or where he's going to be streaming next. He hopes that it's sooner rather than later. And of course, with that being said, during his Mafia-thon, Kai Cenat then said he's going to attempt to get Aiden Ross unbanned on Twitch, and confirmed that Aiden Ross has actually parted ways with Kick. So yeah, that's going to obviously be very interesting, but we'll see, because there was something about iShowSpeed and Kai Cenat wanting to pretty much band together to try buy Twitch out of its whole, I wouldn't say business save. I think they're out of business save now, a business rescue. And now, yeah. But obviously you guys remember that time that Twitch was scared of losing a lot of cash and whatnot, changing the subscription levels because Amazon decided to pretty much part ways with Twitch. Or not part ways, but separate them as an entity. So yeah, I don't know. This is going to be interesting, and we will then see. Another thing that I wanted to raise was, I don't know if you saw the whole H3 versus Hassan Piker thing, Kojo.
Yeah, I've been seeing bits and pieces of it. I just can't be bothered.
I mean, for me, it's dumb too, because I mean, it's not as if someone created that app to be malicious towards Hassan, but it is flipping hilarious that it has to be Ethan Klein who picks up on that flipping site. So I'm just like, dude, what deep of a hole could this guy be digging himself into, honestly? But to go after Hassan Piker, dude, you're gonna go after Piers Morgan. Because I think Piers is, not to say fond of Hassan, but like, it's just like, okay, I like how you argue. And it brings ratings to a show. So now with this happening, we'll see. It's all right. Any content news from you, bro?
Let's start off with sticking with Twitch and losing money and stuff like that. Content creators are fearing that the Twitch Adpocalypse is about to hit. I don't know if you've heard about that.
Yeah, I thought it would this was it, but if there's still more to come, goddamn.
Yeah, people are saying it's inevitable. If you remember, YouTube had the same thing 2016, 2017, where advertisers left the platform en masse. Yeah. And this led to the consequences are still felt to this day. People are still tiptoeing on YouTube as what you can and can't say, what they can and can't do.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so Hassan, Tammy's favorite content creator, he came out and he pretty much blamed Asmongold, or he said that Asmongold should take some of the responsibility for this adpocalypse. And he said something along the lines of, this is what Hassan said, and I quote, "When Asmongold is making threads like these, this is the result. When you partner up with cynical effing a-holes who just simply want to see the world burn, even if their purpose is utterly and so clearly to troll, platforms that cave against that sort of thing are going to hurt other content creators," end quote. And then Asmongold watched the clip, and this is what he said, and I quote, "I don't think it's really my fault specifically, but I do think some of the apocalypse stuff is my fault, and you're welcome. That's what happened. Too bad." Right? It would have never escalated like this if people had held each other accountable. What's happening instead is people have tried really hard to come up with reasons why being racist or being wrong or saying bad stuff like this is acceptable. It's not acceptable. It never was. And I think everyone can see the double standard, end quote. Now, Asmongold is very upset with Twitch because some content creator, I forgot his name, made a pretty blatant threat on Destiny, another political streamer's life. And he was banned, but he was unbanned after 3 days, and Asmongold was not having it. Asmongold was like, he should have been banned for at least 12 weeks, and it is not fair. This is dumb from Twitch. This is bias. There's a double standards happening. This is not okay. So he said he's going to be doing some stuff in retaliation to that. He said he's going to have on Destiny's co-host of the podcast or of his stream, on Asmongold's stream. I don't know if his co-host I think it's called Dan Can't Stream. I don't know if he was banned off Twitch or what, but I think Asmongold is gonna invite him on a stream to prove a point. And yeah, that's pretty much it. We'll keep you updated on that. Any comment on that, Tammy?
I just feel like nowadays everyone has a podcast or okay, who am I to speak? But like, it's just, I mean, from people that we used to start watching when they were gaming, they're all moving to like the just chatting category. Like just even watching Pokemon and Lily Pichu, I'm just like, bro, like when have y'all touched League of Legends? When last? Everyone's making podcasts, but yeah. Oh, but on the topic at hand, Asmund has, he's never really grasped my interest as much. I haven't really focused much on that story, but we'll see.
Yeah, that's fair. To add on to you, everybody has a podcast. Your girl Valkyrie has a podcast also now.
Yeah, I think that's where she mentioned either her or Pokemon about that whole stalker thing. I think it was Pokemon having a stalker, something. I don't know.
I wouldn't be surprised. Yeah. Now let's move on to the next story. Let's talk about Ramzi Khaled Ismail. You know who that is, Tammy?
Ramzi Khaled Ismail. Fuck no.
That is your good friend and Max's best. I wish Max was here for this, but this is Max's best friend, Johnny Somali. Oh,
that's his name. Okay.
Yep. So Johnny Somali, for those who haven't been keeping up, let us just catch you up to speed. Johnny Somali is what they call a nuisance streamer. He goes to different countries and then he just acts a fool and makes things worse for other foreigners. And he went to Japan. He did a bunch of things in Japan. He was just being a nuisance in Japan. He was harassing people on the public trains. He broke into a construction site that was, an active construction site. And he was just doing a bunch of things. He was detained for like 3 months and he was let go. People say that he was not allowed to enter the country, or he was not allowed to enter the country again after that. I'm not sure if that's true. But yeah. And then he went to Israel after that, caused a bunch of issues, was detained there as well. Then he left. And then now he went to South Korea, where he is still, as we recording this episode, he still is. And he has bitten off more than he can chew, because he has really, what's it called? Like, Japan let him go easy. Israel also. South Korea, they are not having it at all. I don't know if you've kept up with what he's done in South Korea.
As of late?
Yes.
No. I'm still shocked that this dude's still continuing his shenanigans.
Well, it might end soon, Tammy, because
it better.
He went to South Korea and he did a bunch of deplorable, degenerate things. First of all, he went to not in chronological order, but he went to a convenience store where he just caused a mess. He made instant noodles there, and then he was just throwing the noodles out in the store. He was pouring the broth onto the table. The owner, or the counter lady, the receptionist, came and told him to stop, to don't drink in public, you can't drink this, whatever. And then he was like, whatever, I'm not doing anything. And then some other lady came in, and then he left or something like that, but he was screaming at someone like, hey, you're Chinese, leave, or something like that. And then it's like, bruh, what is happening? And then he started dancing to Gangnam Style in the convenience store.
Oh my god.
But what he did next, not next, again, not in chronological order, but what I'm about to say next was probably the worst thing of all time that he did. So he went and he found these statues of these girls there are a bunch of them across Seoul and South Korea, and they're called statues of peace, or also known as the Comfort Lady statues. I don't know if you've heard of them, Tammy.
No, Comfort Lady statues. No.
So basically, you know how Japan is all quiet and reserved and everybody's nice and they're known as a nice nation, and
yeah,
that kind of stuff? Well, they weren't always like that.
Okay.
If you go back and you look at what they did in World War II, my goodness, you will be shocked.
Oh yeah, I mean, of course, yeah. But no country by that logic then is good.
No. Well, yeah, no. No, dude. Basically, what happened during the World War II was that Japan forced women and girls, but mostly young girls, into sex slavery. And these statues are in memory of those ladies. And it is a very, very, when I say very, I mean incredibly sensitive topic for South Korea.
I can imagine.
Like, it's really sensitive. Like, you do not mess with this topic. You do not talk about this. Well, you don't talk about it, but you have to be very careful how you handle this whole Comfort Lady situation. I think even me saying Comfort Ladies is a bit offensive. I'm not sure. But yeah, these statues of peace, you do not mess with them. Guess what Johnny did?
He did exactly that. So he went and he sat to those. So in one of them, there's the lady sitting down and there's an empty chair next to her. And he sat down in the empty chair, and then he was like, I'm paraphrasing here, but he was like, to people of Japan, no, sorry, he was like, the people of South Korea, I stand with the people of South Korea. Everything I did in Japan was for you, and that kind of stuff. And he wanted to say that, the people he wanted to say like Japan hates the statue because, for obvious reasons. But I don't know if Japan hates the statue, but like tensions between South Korea and Japan, I mean, they've gotten better over time, but there's still a little, what I'm saying? Like, there's still sore spots here and there. Yeah.
And this is one of them. So Johnny Somali was like, Japan hates the statue, whatever. So before he got up and went with his friend, he kissed the statue on the cheek. And then he got up and then he took a picture of it and then he left. Now, that is bad in itself. But what he did next, Tommy, or what he did again, was that he went to find another statue. This one was standing up, wasn't sitting down. He took off his shirt, he poured oil all over his body, and he was dancing on the statue.
Yeah, no. Didn't this guy get like throbbed in Japan? Like get hit?
He did. And I'm getting there because he also got the same thing happen to him in South Korea.
Good.
So what happened was everybody saw what he was doing because he was obviously live streaming the thing, posting on social media. So he was banned off of YouTube. He's banned off of Kick, imagine. And now he's streaming on Rumble. So what happened was Koreans and Korean streamers saw what he was doing and they were pretty much tracking him down and they were finding him. Some of them were actually beating him up, knocking him out, knocking him down on the streets. Like at one point, he had just left the hospital because I think he got hurt. So you can see that he had like band-aids on his upper eyelid or something like that, his eyebrow. He left the hospital. There was this South Korean streamer there who was also a former South Korean Navy SEAL apparently. And he pretty much just knocked him down on the streets. And then police were there and they detained him, but they also detained Johnny Somali as well. And basically, long story short, Johnny Somali, people in Korean parliament know about Johnny Somali now.
In parliament? It was wild.
Dude. So he's been indicted officially. And he's been indicted for the convenience store stuff. But I'm sure they will see the other things he's done, because not only did he do the whole comfort lady statues things, he went and he was harassing people in public. He was carrying a fish, and he was just assaulting people with it, like he was putting it in their faces and stuff like that. Everybody's tired of this guy, Yeah, people are hoping that South Korea does something, because they've taken away his passport, but he's not been detained yet. But he has been indicted, but he doesn't have his passport, so he can't leave the country. And people are saying he's going to get as much as, they're looking at the charges, and people are saying he's going to get as much as 20 years. Some are saying 10, some are saying 9, 7. The numbers are all up in air, but we'll see what happens. And hopefully justice is served, because he's really ruining this for everybody else. Everybody has said it. Asmongold said it. XQC said it. That look, he's actually ruined this for a lot of people, because in Japan, there are a lot of places, not a lot of places, but there's some places now that don't accept foreigners now because they're afraid of the situation. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, see.
Which is sad, because now, now XXC was saying that now, you can't even have if you're a streamer, like an IRL streamer, if you want to make content like vlogs in those countries, you can't even do that in peace. Especially if you're like just a harmless person trying to make content, you can't even do that in peace without people looking at you sideways, or without people saying you can't do that, or without being banned from certain areas. So it's sad, but hopefully justice is served. What do you think, Tommy?
Justice has to be served on a permanent scale, though, to be honest.
Word, I agree.
Because because the thing is, for me, what disappoints me is that after what happened in Japan and the other stuff we also heard about, why has he just not learned to just stop? He needs to be stopped permanently. I don't mean like, being unalived or whatever. But it's like, at what point is he going to learn a lesson? Because now what could easily, I wouldn't say easy, I guess there would have to be reason. But if it gets to a certain point that like internationally he gets flagged, like if the governments and parliaments of certain countries know about him, and now they just put him on a whole no-fly list, like everywhere, and he gets sanctioned like across the world. I don't know. Something tells me that's gonna go straight to his head, and he's still gonna think it's funny and all this. And I'm just like, no, dude, like you need to stop. At some point, someone is going to unalive this dude, and we're not gonna bat an eyelid. But yeah, whatever. Because all it takes is for him going into the wrong hood, and his cameras can't save him. But yeah, we'll see.
100%. And you actually just remember, I left something out. So people found him, especially the people who, some streamers who attacked him, they found him again. And they were like, hey, look, we're not going to hit you this time. We just want you to apologize for what you did. And, we're just going to talk. I mean, he there's a video of him online where he was like, he apologizes to the people of South Korea. He didn't know the significance of the statues, which is a lie. He completely did. He 100% knew the significance of them. He said he didn't think he would upset the people of South Korea, which is a lie again. He 100% knew he would, because in an earlier stream, people are asking him on stream, he was like, people often ask me why I do these things. Like, I do it for clout, I do it for money, I don't give an F, That's what it's like. You can put this in your YouTube documentaries or YouTube videos or whatever. I do this for clout, I don't care. So people are saying that his apology was not sincere, and I agree, it's not sincere at all.
It never is.
Yeah, but yeah, hopefully we'll keep you guys updated. Hopefully, last time we said, this is permanently solved, not by the unaliving, but like, hopefully something happens to him for him to see, okay, no, I need to stop this. So yeah, we'll see.
Yeah. All right. Thanks, man. Esports wise, I don't have anything. Obviously, now that the League of Legends Worlds is now finished, looks like Faker is going to be pretty much classified as the greatest player of all time, which, I mean, let's be real. Duh. Yeah. After the World of Warcraft Direct, there were some interesting changes that's coming to OWL, Overwatch League. I thought it was dead, to be honest, but hey, things happen. Yeah, that's all I have for esports. Kojo, anything for you, bro?
Yes, I have one thing. So remember how last week I said, it's pretty much the esports stuff is pretty much dying down because of the end of the year?
Yeah.
I lied. I forgot about the Counter-Strike tournaments. So
Right.
Counter-Strike and Valve are having their majors in Shanghai from November the 30th to December the 3rd, 2024. And it's going to be, by all accounts, it's going to be a cracker of an event. And the reason I bring it up is because a team called Wildcard Gaming, I saw it on Reddit, a team called Wildcard Gaming qualified for the event. And the reason why I bring it up is because of one of the co-owners of Wildcard Gaming. You know who that is, Tommy?
No.
I'll give you a hint. You once worshipped her.
Once worshipped her? Billie Eilish?
No, she's a content creator.
Amaran?
Yep.
Oh, okay. Hey, good on her.
So, yeah.
No, it's okay. I'm saying like it's totally going to be a very interesting boss to have, or like owner.
Right.
Yeah, okay.
But yeah, so I'll be keeping you guys updated on the events of the majors that happen. And yeah, that's it for my esports news.
Oh wait, Gucci. Well then, yeah, that brings us to the end of it. As always, you guys, we do stream every Sunday, so pop through if you want to say hi. I might even be playing a game that has multiplayer, so yeah, we'll see about that. And yeah, thanks again for listening. If you did like this, please leave a like and subscribe. And we'll check you on the next one. Peace out.